Two,
Oh
three.
yeah.
What'd you call her?
It's a sweet sweetheart.
I thought you knew her better than that. Come on. Get back, baby.
So we are live. Welcome back to Pirates Crew Call. We have been gone. We have been gone for a couple of weeks, and we are trying. We're trying desperately here to get everything to working
Let's see
again.
which way we got lean to get in the picture.
I'm trying to zoom you out right now. There you go. There you
He
go.
zoomed me out.
Yeah, you both are in. You both are in there now, so that works out.
You're so vain.
I can't help it. I'm vain. Vain man I am.
You're not Davy Vain.
Hey?
Or Charles Vain.
Davy Vane's going to be joining us at Pirate Fest again. Like
Who?
he did last year. Davy Vane, our good friend Davy Vane.
Who? I'm not familiar.
Mr. Damon Tobin.
Oh, okay.
He's a member of the Loose Cannon Company. Been one of our cohorts for a long time. He's going to be with us at the Greenville Pirate Fest.
Greenville Pirate. Okay, that's coming
Going to
up.
bring his little cannon and shoot his little cannon.
Oh, well, that's I got to tell you, man. I've been busy. On our little 2-week hiatus here. Our big broadcast computer down here. We sent it into to Best Buy, which, by the way, is not
Your Best Buy?
your Best Buy.
What do they call it that in, mate?
I don't know, mate, but I tell you what, I took it in because, well, quite honestly, I just didn't want to do it myself. And I didn't want to lose any of my stuff, so I took my computer to them. I said, I need a bigger hard drive and need more RAM. They said, no problem, we got you. They sent it back to me. I had no broadcast software left in it anywhere.
Well, did they give you more RAM, mate? That's the important question.
Yeah, they gave me plenty.
Every man wants plenty of RAM.
I got like 32 gig of RAM now, so I'm pretty stout on that. So what's been going on with you? I hadn't seen you in a couple of weeks. What's going on?
Been busy.
Been
Been
busy?
working on a cannon mount for the museum. Cleaning up my yard because Joe told me if I didn't clean up my yard, she's gonna make me move in the yard. So I figured I better get the yard cleaned up.
Yeah.
The recliner looked funny in the yard.
Yeah.
Well, I got one on the porch. Anyway, no, we got a lot of stuff coming up. Actually, starting. Let's see.
I got a paper, man. I got a paper here. You need one?
What's the first one there? Is that the 28th, or we already passed the 28th? I think
it-
we got something on the 28th.
well, actually,
I
of
can't
this
see that.
month, it's not. I haven't got March on there. We got something on the 28th of March. I didn't know what it
When am I
was.
supposed to visit with the kids from Western Carolina? No, that's not.
No. March the 28th, you and I will be presenting to our state magazine.
We got about 40 blokes that are coming here from different parts of everywhere to see Beaufort and take a tour of Beaufort. And I think they're going to ride on one of the cruise boats. They're going to go. They were going to go to the museum, but it's closed down right now because they tore my exhibit out and they're putting something else in.
Well, they're going out of business. They're done. They're done. They're done.
But anyway, we're going to.
Oh, by the way, are we supposed to drink live on air?
I don't think there's law against it. As long as you don't drink too much. That's what the Bible said. You don't drink too much.
That's right. That's right.
But you can have a beer
Be not drunk.
Moderation.
in moderation.
All right. Well, I'm
But
moderating.
anyway,
All right. Go ahead.
we got some interesting things that's happening right after that. We're going to do the thing for Our State Magazine. Then we're going to, on April the 1st, and this ain't a April Fool's joke. I thought it was at first. We got invited to go be on the, they want Blackbeard to come to Greenville to be on the Greenville Eats. It's a show
Right.
program, I guess.
I've seen it.
Greenville Eats. You
Yes,
seen it? I ain't
I've
never seen it.
I've seen it.
But anyway, they want us to come on and talk about Pirate Fest and piracy and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So we're going to do that. We're filming on that like early in the morning. I don't know how we're going to do it because that means I got to get up at 5 o'clock. But that'll be in Winterville.
I'm gonna help him. Greenville East people, he's gonna be late.
No, I'll be there.
I'm just telling you, he's gonna. Not much. He's gonna be late. Okay, go ahead.
We're slightly late anyway. But anyway, we'll be on the Greenville Eats show. I don't know when they're going to broadcast it before Pirate Fest, hopefully, if not after, because it's not really for Pirate Fest, but we are going to talk about Pirate Fest since it's one of the Greenville events and that the folks are to do. And then the next day, we got 100 kids coming from Western North Carolina, where they had all the storms and all the devastation. Their school's bringing them out to do a tour of Beaufort and just have a good time down here at the coast. And one of the things they wanted to do was have Blackbeard talk to them. So Blackbeard and his cohort, Lieutenant Joe, who's may or may not be a witch,
I got you.
I prefer Sear.
That's the role that she's got to play anyway, because she has to bring me back into this new time, and so she'll be an integral part of our little conversation with the kids, and we'll have a good time with them.
That'll be
and
fun.
then what do we have coming up?
No, I don't know. You've already
Friday
worn me out.
morning, we load up the wagons and we head to Pirate Fest in Greenville to what's the name of the park? No, it ain't Mill Point.
That's
in
Hampton.
Yeah, it's at Town Commons, I believe.
Town
Yes.
Commons. We go to Town Commons in Greenville. We do the Pirate Fest. We have a big cannon line. We have a great camp out there. Hopefully some music.
April the 5th, I believe.
April the 5th, yes. So we'll be setting up the 4th for that. But yeah, April the 5th is Pirate Fest. And then after that, I don't know what we got for a while, but it's pretty
we
busy.
got look here.
You got us a list here. What does the list say?
We got a whole list. And on April 12th and 13th, Eastern North Carolina Renaissance
In
Fair.
Kinston, North Carolina.
No, we got a buddy who makes these little these things and all kinds of other stuff. He has
Ryan.
Yeah, he has been online with me, and he's going to be there set up. So I want to give him a plug, a shout out.
Yes.
We got a lot of stuff to do this summer.
Oh yeah. We're
Well,
gonna,
all year long. We're going until November, eh?
yeah. We're going then on April the 26th. We're Yorktown. Tell me about Yorktown.
Yorktown Pirate event. Pirates Invade Yorktown, I think is the name of it. Basically, it's on the York River. Beautiful place. It's the Yorktown Mariners Museum. Mr. Mike Steen is the curator there, and he's invited us up for the past few years. We originally went with Blackbeard's crew to supplement their crew one year, and we got to meet Mike. Mike actually came down to Beaufort. We had dinner with him one time at the Dock House, I think it was, or somewhere.
It was Blackbeard's.
Blackbeard's. And we got
Imagine
to meet
that.
Mike, and we became good friends, and Mike has invited us back every year. This is more of a charitable
Right.
thing that we do. We don't really get paid a lot for it, but we support museums. So part of what we're going to do is go up here and set up a pirate camp, shoot cannons, kind of like we will at Pirate Fest, and just entertain folks, have a little living history, but also some good entertainment and, you know, some fun along the way. So, yeah, it's one of our typical pirate invasions, but it's a really special one there in Yorktown because of where it's situated. It's a hugely historical area, just like Beaufort.
Yeah,
It's a beautiful location.
Really?
The rocks.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
You're
You're looking
surrounded
out
by
in the York
beautiful
River. We're right
rocks
there
and
in a
it's just
stage.
Wait
It's like
a minute.
pirate ship.
I'm trying to wrap my head around.
It's a rocky beach.
I'm trying to wrap my head around the lieutenant just telling me how beautiful it was, and it's rocks, and I'm
It's-
thinking,
It's
rocks?
It's
Some rocks on the beach. There's a little
it's-
beach right in
it's-
front of us
it's
there.
like
Got like a
rocks
sidewalk, and there's some
around,
rocks that keep the sidewalk
surrounding
from going away.
It's like protecting,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
It's
words
right by the
eluded
York
me
River
right now,
Bridge,
but
the big York River
protecting
Bridge
the
that goes across
area.
there.
Right.
And it's a fun little event. We go there, and it's a lot of crews there. Blackbeard's crew from Virginia. They're there next to us. The Cannon crew, naturally.
Of course.
Loose Cannon Company's down the way. We got the
I am
used to
not
be moved
pouring
through.
beer in a mug. I am not.
I'm having a blank, but our good friends that used to be the Moody crew, Overland crew,
Yes,
Crew's
yes.
there, and many other folks. Some that we don't know that well, but we've met there over the years, and they've got some good vendors. But it's a really cool little place. It's like out in the middle of nowhere. It's like 22 miles to the first place you can get a motel room.
Okay, that's like nowhere north.
It's kind of like South River,
It's one of my favorites.
but we just love the
location
event.
is
It's a
just
simple, beautiful little event. We've got all of our friends there. We have a great time at nighttime doing our little parlays that we like to have, singing music and just hanging out with each other.
Now you realize that we have just spent, where's my timer thing at? About 15 minutes, and we ain't even got through April yet.
No.
When's April? Is that coming up soon? Oh,
March
yeah.
is.
Well, let's run through them real quick.
We,
What else we got?
yeah, we
Next
just.
week.
That's what I'm saying, man. We've got a lot going on this year.
We've got a scoutery on the May 2nd through the 4th.
Now, is that I'm thinking that's the one in Washington
That's in
It's
Camp Bonner.
Camp Albemarle North.
North. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's what I
We're
wrote
going to
down.
go out and build they want to build like a medieval pirate type village for the kids to experience a little bit of history and
Right.
kind of see it for real. Like instead of looking at a movie, set up a real, Renaissance pirate type camp and, have some fun with the scouts.
All right. And give me. I want you to give me 2 minutes because when we come back, I want to talk to you. I want you to explain it to me. Explain it to me because we here on the Eastern Coast, we've got pirate history.
Yeah.
We are actually going to a place where I don't even know where they got the idea to have a pirate
River
fest.
Pirates. The idea of piracy goes anywhere. When you're on a river, you can pirate just as much. Tom Sawyer, he was a little pirate.
He was.
Huck Finn,
Good point.
pirate.
Good point.
Yep.
All right. Well, coming up, we're going to find out about that. Give us about 2 minutes. We'll be right back.
Here we are, folks. I'm Captain Blackbeard. We're here in Jacksonville at Blackbeard's Triple Play. We're about to invade.
Kinsey has been our waitress all night. She has been awesome.
Look what he did! Look what he did! It's a pirate ship! How you doing?
I love it when that happens.
How you doing, everybody? I almost forgot to turn our picture on. But that's us right there. That's us. All right. Now,
Picture.
Yeah. Now, Lady K's got a bunch of stuff for you in the house, Joe. She's made reservations for this Buckeye Creek Pirate Fest in Ohio.
Going to Buckeye Creek.
We're going to Buckeye Creek, Ohio, for a Pirate Fest. Now,
I
I
run
get
aground getting there.
Pirate Fest here on the Eastern Seaboard.
Yeah.
What the hell is pirates doing in Ohio?
It's them river pirates, mate. I tell you, people on the river, they pirate as bad as people in the ocean.
I'm telling
It just ain't the ocean, the Caribbean. They pirate up rivers. Tom Hook, Sawyer, they all want to be a bunch of little pirates.
Captain Kelly up there, he has got a group that is, I mean, they off
But they
the,
on a lake, ain't they?
yeah, they off the chain. They off the chain, man. I mean,
Lake pirates. That's
Yeah.
risky. That's risky, mate.
There's
ain't
like-
nowhere to run to.
there's like 600 of them.
600 lake pirates.
Yes,
Well, that'll be a fun time.
I'm telling you, man. It's I'm looking forward to
I'm gonna
that.
take my mandolin with me.
We're definitely going to be outnumbered.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. No, because they ain't got no guns. We got real guns.
Well, that's true.
Are we taking our cannons? Are we shooting our cannons?
No, they got the world's tallest, I should say, not largest, the world's tallest RV pirate ship.
I don't know. I don't know. They got some pretty good ones down in Florida we seen down there.
I'm telling you, it's in that Guinness Book of World Records. Yeah.
Oh, it's the bus. Is that the bus you talking
Yeah,
about?
that's
Yeah,
a
that's
big-
pretty cool looking. It might
Yeah.
be for a mobile bus.
Yeah, and that guy has the cannon. He brings.
Was it like 14.3? Well, I'm looking forward to seeing it riding on that bus.
Well, we
Is he going
like-
to take us for a bus ride if we go away there?
I'm sure he will.
We
'Cause that's the only
going
pirate ship
places
they got.
haven't
You know,
been.
they even give captains
Yeah.
a chance. They got a big old soapbox they got there to recruit members. And I told them we don't recruit members. We
Not from
Shanghai them.
Ohio, they're too far away.
We Shanghai them. I mean, that's just what we do. We Shanghai them. It's easier. That way you ain't got to talk
Press
them
them
into it.
into service.
All right. One of the things that's coming up in April that we haven't talked about yet, and it's a buzz going out there. And Claire's been helping me with this a lot, and so is Gage. We are going to be filming the pirate video. you see him? He sees himself in a monitor down there, and he's all excited.
It's a delay. That's cool. I get fascinated by little things.
We are going to be shooting up. We got a new song out that we're going to release hopefully in March. It's called The Pirate Bump, and we're going to be filming the video for it.
The Pirate Bump, what's that?
It's funky, son. It's not like a sea shanty like you sing. It ain't that. It's something. It's kind of funky, and we want to get all the Cannon crew, as many as we can. And then you're saying, "Well, Rusty, I don't dance. I can't dance." I don't care. I don't care. There's plenty of things to go around that you can do, and besides that, I'm scared to see Blackbeard dance. That
Might be a scary sight, mate. I can do a little waltz with my wife. That's about it.
Yeah.
We've done that a few times.
Yeah.
yeah.
With an orchestra.
Now you see, Lady K is classical. She took ballet.
I can see you pirouetting. That'd be a sight.
Oh my God! You talk about night and day difference, and I guess that's why we get along so good, because she is.
Opposites attract.
I'm telling you, man.
Me and Joe's pretty opposite.
Pirate Tutu.
She is fine wine and lace, and I am
Budweiser.
Corona in a mug. And but we wrote this song, and we want as many as can. And it don't have to be. I mean, I'd love to get some of the other the tones down here, and as many as we can get in my backyard.
Yeah, that'd be great, man.
And we're going
have
to
a parlay.
Yes, we're gonna feed everybody. We're gonna have
bonfire.
we're gonna have lots of food, and we're gonna decorate the backyard like a dance floor, and it's gonna be huge. Now, here's what I need. I need a tent.
I got tents.
Can you help me out there?
I have very many. You know, pirates are in tents, right?
Yeah.
Because we have tents. I have lots of tents.
Last night, I dreamed I was a wigwam and a teepee, and I went to the doctor, and he said, "You're 2 tents." A wigwam and a teepee. I was 2 tents.
It's getting so deep in here.
Oh.
And it's not the ocean water.
That was a little bit funny, just the way you told it.
It's not the ocean.
Well, anyway, and as many as want to come, come on. We're gonna have a big time. It's on April the 19th. April the 19th.
April 19th.
April the 19th.
I got a conflict.
Uh-oh, what's your conflict?
Oh, let me look.
All right. He's got a conflict.
Shit. Wait a minute.
There ain't nothing on there for April the 19th.
No, I don't have one.
See?
Never mind. I'll be there.
He thought he was going to weasel
I'll
his
be
way
there.
out of it. Nah. I done checked that. I done made phone calls and stuff.
I better check my device there. I don't think April 19th. I don't think I got anything on April 19th. Stuff keeps sneaking up on me.
I know, and it pops up all the time.
I got a request. We got to call the Bug Banks Library. We're going to have a reading with them this summer. They called me.
I'm checking.
So we don't have a date on it yet, but we got to call them and confirm a date when they want to do. So we got some library readings going on this summer, and they're always a lot of fun, man. Little kids come out. Last time
I love it.
Claire, she's been there with us the last couple of years, and it was a good little crowd of kids with their grandparents and parents, and
Right.
there's probably 20, 25, 30 kids
Oh,
there. They had a great time.
Uh-oh. See,
What?
I hate it when she does that.
the wedding. You're talking about Easter weekend. The 19th
Dun,
is
dun,
Easter weekend,
dun.
right?
I told you I had something.
Uh-huh. You see, I'm getting messages over here, too, so don't feel like the Lone Ranger. Claire said my link wasn't working on the thing, but she fixed it, so it's working.
What link?
I guess our live broadcast link.
The wedding is the 20th,
The wedding's the 20th.
so we won't be in town.
'Cause
Uh-huh.
we'll leave the 19th.
But you can't.
To go to Oak Island.
You're not going to fit everybody's schedule. You can't.
You can't.
It's impossible.
There are certain people that, I've got to have there. And some people I can do without. I can't do without you two.
We'll
you
figure
guys,
it out.
you guys, I need to do, and there's a
Can we
bunch
do it
of.
on 17th?
I
mean,
can do it.
18th.
I can do it whenever.
The 18th. Let's go for the 18th.
That's on a Friday. What about people getting off work and stuff?
We don't need them. Who needs people that work?
Oh, and by the way, what's my boy? See that's what I'm telling you, Gage. He's got like 5 or 6 that work at the haunted place that he.
Yeah.
They're coming.
Oh, awesome. He's got some good friends.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
He's got some very dramatic.
So
intense friends.
yeah, and so we're trying to get a date that works with everybody. And
His friend come one year that actually I think is the guy that runs Nightmare Factory, and he came dressed as like I don't know, he looked like he was something from Terminator, but he was pirate, but he was like he had like the eye caps in, and his face was all silver looking, kind of like a robot pirate. It was pretty cool.
That's kind of cool.
He was kind of scary though.
Yeah, well, Nightmare Factory. Nightmare Factory.
Y'all ain't never been to Nightmare Factory, you need to check out Nightmare Factory. Nightmare Factory is a lot of fun for the whole family. The little kids get scared to death, but they love it.
You know the
Everybody comes out laughing and having a good time.
now you will remember this, but back in the early 2000s, I was working over there at a place called Captain Russell's.
Yeah.
We did. This was before the Nightmare Factory. We did a haunted house over there for Halloween.
Oh, cool.
And we made more money doing that.
Yeah.
Oh my word!
We did one for Hub's Farm during COVID, or
Yeah.
right before COVID, or around COVID, COVID-ish.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, and we basically had our entire camp set up in a huge U
Right.
with a bunch of canvas set up, and so you couldn't see one place to another, and it was different section. Each little camp had a different section, different theme. We had one guy who has a peg leg.
And who wrote the narratives?
Joe did.
Thank you.
And yeah, she kind of assigned each camp a
I
certain
love that
thing.
woman. I love that woman.
And in his and in
I
where
wrote
his
I gave him the narrative, and
and
they
where his
ran
tent
with it.
was, we had one of the other crew members. She was sawing his leg off, a fake leg that we had. Oh man, people were
Oh,
actually
God.
going through several times just to see it.
I gotta tell you this
So we had a
story.
great time. But usually Halloween and haunted houses get in the way of our event at Ocracoke. So
I had a guy named Ben Kane, and he was the guy that did the chainsaw for me.
yeah,
And at the very end, he would crank this chainsaw and come out and scare people, and they'd run out the back door. That was how it ended. And I had speakers throughout everywhere, and I had videos set up where I could see everything going on. And it come time for Ben to do his thing, and I gave him the line, and all you heard was,
that's typical.
so he ran out shaking the chainsaw and just said, "Boo!"
That's funny. That's funny.
It went.
Well, I always wonder about that watching movies back when growing up, especially like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That is not a reliable killing
No,
weapon.
no.
They tend to stall or they don't start. And why? Why? I mean, that's a brutal way to. Ugh.
Well, it's based on a true story, so it worked.
Yeah, it was based off Ed Gein, but he didn't own a chainsaw.
What was that?
Well-
What was that horror movie they made down here?
Oh, you talking about Alligator Eyes was the original name of it, and then they called it something else. What was the other name of it?
No, there was one called. That lawyer over at the beach did it.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Buddy Cooper.
Yeah, Buddy Cooper. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
The
called originally-
Mutilator. The Mutilator.
That was what it was renamed.
love that
When it
movie.
originally came out, it was called
We've seen
Alligator
that.
Eyes, and nobody knows why.
no,
Because
but
it had
yeah.
nothing to do with we hardly ever have alligators here. But I guess it looked swampy, and they thought Alligator Eyes sounded good. But it became the slasher or something like that.
They called it the Mutilator.
it wasn't a bad
Spring
movie.
Break. Spring Break was the original name.
No,
not the
no,
original name, but
no.
the name they went to because those kids come
They
down
were
on
on Spring
fall
Break,
break.
but the-
Spring Break, fall break, some one of the two.
Look it up. The original name was. Look it up, Joe. The original name was Alligator Eyes.
I don't doubt
I
it.
bet you.
Ow. Fall break, spring break, some break. And because them college kids come down here and that maniac got them over at the
Spring Break
swimming
would
pool.
have been a copyright infringement. Somebody else already made one called Spring Break.
Probably.
Yeah, but it was
Probably.
Alligator Eyes. Look it up.
Yeah, I was doing afternoons
But
at
yeah,
a
they
radio
call it the
station. back then.
Mutilator.
Yeah, I remember.
A friend of mine was in that. Actually, two friends of mine. Bill Hitchcock was one.
Bill is a great guy.
Bill was in it. Me and Ben, we did it.
Yeah,
Actually,
and, the
he
girl
was in
that
the
was
play Blackbeard with me.
There was a blonde-headed chick from Moorhead.
Yeah, I don't remember who that was though. Offhand, I'd have to see it. Again.
Uh-huh.
But the sheriff, the guy who played the sheriff.
Right.
Do you remember who that was?
I don't.
It was Ben. What was Ben's last name? Ben Moore.
Ben Moore.
He used to have a TV show in Newburgh.
I remember.
When we were kids, and he would dress up like an old lady. I remember he come down to he used to be a friend of my dad's, and he'd come down to the fish house, and he actually did a segment at my dad's fish house one time. And we went to the studio one time and did a session with him. But that was the first time I was ever on TV. It was with Ben Moore.
Excuse me.
Or was
Okay.
it Ed?
Uh-oh.
Ben Moore,
Oh.
Ed Moore,
Hold
something
up.
like that.
Hold
Hold
up.
up.
Don't tell me I was wrong.
While Beaufort, North Carolina has been the setting for various films, including some with horror elements. The most notable horror film in the area is The Mutilator.
Yeah, that's the final name.
1984, a slasher film also filmed in Atlantic Beach and Morehead City.
Yep.
Yeah. But what was the original name of it?
It does not
It
say.
doesn't. It was. I'm telling you.
No, it was Alligator Eyes. It's the
I-
weirdest name. I don't know why they did that, but they called it the slasher. or
We
whatever.
gonna have to agree to disagree, Captain.
That's the question. What was the original name of the Mutilator?
I'm telling you, it was.
But you know, then they
it
come
was
out with a
Fall
movie
Break.
right after that.
It was Fall Break.
Dusty, they came out with a movie right after that that was called I Know What You Did Last Summer, which was really kind of similar to it.
Yep.
They did that one in Wellington.
Yeah, but it was kind of similar in the way
Mm-hmm.
because the Mutilator, who's like a fisherman, you know, or whatever.
Yeah, that was a good one.
All right, give us some info.
All right. Well, it's
She's
something.
our Jamie.
You know, we got crew members watching. Go ahead and just. I'm not monitoring the YouTube. I am monitoring the chat on Facebook. If you've got an answer, just type it in there.
All right, you want to go real quick? Yeah, if anybody's got an answer, let's finish up real quick. Wooden Boat Show.
Hold up. Excuse me.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
You owe me big time.
Oh, no,
The
don't.
original title of the film, later known as The Mutilator, was Fall Break.
What was Alligator Eyes? Look up Alligator Eyes. Because there was a movie,
the
Alligator
film
Eyes.
was originally in all caps
Yep.
titled Fall Break.
All right,
I
now
don't-
look up
Captain
Alligator
Ricochet.
Eyes. Maybe there's a different movie.
2
I'm
for
thinking
2.
of.
There is
All right, I'll
no,
give you that
2
one.
for 2.
Rusty got that one.
you must have been in Beaufort, South Carolina.
No, I was just
for
getting out of the
Alligator
Army by
Eyes.
that time. I got out of the Army in
You
May
in the
of
wrong
'84.
Beaufort, Beaufort.
I remember I was coming home and they were talking
Now,
about filming a
I
movie.
got to be honest with you. The only reason I know that is because I did music for it.
They went over the new
There
bridge.
it
Remember the new bridge sea
Yep.
level? They went over that that was like the first
Yep.
time that was on film. I think.
Yep. I did a Fall Break rap for that.
Sorry, darling, but
Oh,
when
that's
you're,
cool.
you're
Yeah.
wrong, you're wrong.
You didn't look up Alligator Eyes.
Google said
I'm
no
gonna look-
such thing.
Okay, I'm googling that. I'm going out of character.
Google
a minute. I'm
said
breaking
there
out.
are
Where'd
no
myself at?
alligators in Beaufort,
There were alligators
North
in
Carolina.
Beaufort. That's what the people on Facebook said when people were talking about moving here. Just like, oh, you don't want to come here. There's alligators, great white shark.
And
see.
big spiders, and then there's
Movie Alligator Eyes.
and then there's Rusty who knows everything.
Karen.
Oh, me.
You need to put your spectacles on.
Yeah, he can.
1990 was Alligator. Where did I get that confused with?
He's punching buttons over there like he can even see it.
He's usually very good at movie trivia, and this is what's getting him.
Yeah, it's killing me because I look faces and movie trivia is my thing, man.
I get you.
I
I
used to
get
be
you.
a movie addict when I was young.
Had you picked any other movie, or had we talked about any other movie, I wouldn't know.
I think you're right now that I think
He got
about
both names right.
it. Yeah.
But I'm just telling you, we did so many radio interviews
sad
with other
now.
people.
Yeah.
I mean, I was over there. What?
I said I tune him out.
Oh, jeez.
This Lady Kate,
Now,
she come out here to say
Lady,
what?
Lady Kate comes
The
in just.
boss lady showed up
She come all the way out here to say what?
I tune him out.
because I
I
said
tuned him out.
Karen because he said he's always
Oh, you
right.
called Karen?
Of course I did.
Well, we know the feed's working.
We got to look out for each other.
Man. Jeez, I finally had my one spot where I was right, and everybody.
She spoiled it for
Hey,
you.
honey, I mean, you girls got to stick together.
That's why I love that woman. I do, man. She's my Marie Laveau.
How'd you manage to get a good woman like that?
I don't know, man.
You got lucky.
So
Good
lucky.
Lord finally smiled on you.
Oh, yeah,
Look,
God.
he did me the same way. Look what I got. I got me a good woman.
I'm telling you, man. Cause Lord,
takes
look,
good care of me.
Lord looked at what I had and He said, "Oh my God, son, you already been through hell. Let me help you out."
Look, she only made me wash dishes, man.
Do what?
I said, you only make me wash dishes.
No, but you do the cooking because you're
But I
better
do most of
cook.
the cooking.
And I do the
So,
cleanup.
yeah.
That's
All right, we're gonna take a 2-minute break, guys. We will be back. Oh, wait a minute. I'm using fancy software over here, so you gotta give me a second. I might know movie trivia, but when it comes to pushing buttons, I will screw something up in a skinny instant. But coming up, we're gonna go back. We'll get back on track eventually. I promise.
Here we are, folks. I'm Captain Blackbeard. We're here in Jacksonville at Blackbeard's Triple Play. We're about to invade.
Kinsey has been our waitress all night. She has been awesome.
Look what he did! Look what he did! It's a pirate ship! How you doing? I love it when that happens! People, look at this! I love it! I love it!
They thought we went away, but we didn't. We was talking, y'all.
We was right here. Where were y'all at?
We was off camera talking, and I wasn't paying attention, and the promo stopped, and
We was talking business.
we was talking. We were talking about stuff.
We
Now,
was conspiring.
Planning.
see, this is the way the show's supposed to go. It really is. It's not supposed to be so scripted. Where you know, it's not. It's supposed to be us just having fun.
Yeah.
And that's that. If you don't
That's
like
good.
it,
I don't follow script too well, no way.
yeah, whatever. Well, let's see. Let me see. I promise you guys, I will look at the messages here in a little bit. I promise.
You need a message reader person.
All I know is Claire said all is good, so that's
Convey
good.
or-
Yeah, as long as if Claire says all's good.
It's
Yeah,
good.
because she'll tell you now. She'll tell
Oh
you.
Lord, that woman has a problem speaking her mind, don't she?
Claire? No, she'll come to tell you if you ask her.
Not a woman in
She
this
won't
crew
say it
has
no
that
Oh,
problem.
She won't say it not in a non-polite way, but if
No.
she got something to tell you, or if you ask her, she'll tell you.
Oh yeah, and she'll
She'll give you her honest opinion. Let's get back to our thing
Alright.
real quick.
All right. Coming up in May, it starts off like we already spoke about the Scoutery in Washington. But then on May 3rd, what is this?
It's
Is
the
this?
same weekend.
Yeah, it is. I was going to ask you about that. You got stuff going on there, and then you got stuff at the boat show.
Well, usually what we do, we get double booked like this, is we have a few people that can't get to Washington
They
or
can't
can't make the
travel
camp out.
that
The
week.
camp
Right.
out. Then we ask them if they would come and just represent at the boat show for us and walk around and entertain the people.
Entertain the people.
Just show a presence, if nothing else.
I know. I entertain. I can sing Gilligan's Island theme.
I tried to play it on the mandolin the other day. It kind of went all right.
Yeah, they did.
I got to figure out which key it's in. I hear there's this thing called keys.
I know.
I thought they were talking about Florida.
Yep. Well,
Then we got the same weekend. That's the same way as the Camporee.
right.
And then we've got Onslow County Pirate Fest coming up
Now,
in
talk to me about
Swansboro, North Carolina. That's Mother's Day weekend
now.
on
This-
Saturday.
And forgive me, 'cause I'm liable to. I'm like I said. I sometimes I open up my mouth and stick my foot in there every time. But the Swansboro Pirate Fest, it's good, but it don't seem to last as long as the other Pirate Fest.
It's about 6 hours, I think.
Yeah.
It's put on by the County Parks and Recreation and by the Swansboro Parks and Recreation. They work in conjunction. They do the funding. And it's just a short day, and it's mostly a kids event. It is primarily focused on kids. even though a lot of people come out to see the ship battle, we have usually Captain Sinbad is there with the Mika-2 and his crew, and they'll be providing basically a gun show from the water.
Yeah.
We'll have a camp along with Charlie Trim and his crew.
Right.
The Topsail Pirates, they'll be there. I think the Shadow Players will be there this year doing a little thing.
Really?
Usually they're doing the Mile of Hope that weekend, which is a Cancer Kids, Survivor Kids retreat.
They
They'll
do
be
a lot.
entertaining them.
They do a lot with a charity stuff
Yeah,
like
they
that.
do a lot of charity stuff just like we do.
Yeah.
They try to service the community as well as be performers.
Well, God
So,
bless him. God bless him.
They'll be there. I think the Motley Tones will be there.
Really?
And as far as I know, that's pretty much it, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. And
Uh,
they,
I think it runs like from
The
10
puppet
o'clock
show
to
might be
4
there.
or something like that. 10 to 6.
10 to 4 or 11 to 5, something like that.
no, I think it is. It
I'd
starts
have to
at
look at the
10.
thing, but I think it starts at 10 o'clock.
They have
Okay.
some good
And then
vendors,
the main
food
battle,
trucks.
The battle's at 12 usually.
I know. I like it because I go put my boat in the water
Yeah.
and scoot right around the corner there
Yeah.
and dock up, and I'm right there on
Yeah,
top
that's
of
right
everything.
here
Yeah.
close to Hubert.
That's right. So that's the Swansboro. Now
And
after
then the
that,
next day's Mother's Day, so go get your mama a happy Mother's Day present or your
Yeah.
significant other. If your mother's no longer here, like God rest mama's soul, just think about her. Remember her mothers.
I know.
Then we got Neverland,
Neverland,
North Carolina, which
the
is in
24
Rowan County in Salisbury, North Carolina.
Now that has kind of blown up from what I'm seeing on the
That's
the
a pretty big
intraweb.
event, yeah.
That's going to be huge.
They've got a pretty big cast. At this point, I want to say they probably got 200 plus, actors, entertainers, reenactors. We've got several crews that are going to be there. The Shadow Players will be there. Motley Tones will be there. I think Charlie's going to be there with the Topsail Pirates.
Right. I know when we
think
talked
so.
to
Loose Cannon Company,
we
they're
talked to
supposed to be
Mark.
there.
He was going to try to be there.
Mark was trying to come, but I think he may have a conflict. I talked to him a few days ago. But he really would like to come.
I like Mark. He's a good guy.
I forget there was some. Captain Jim might be there.
Mm-hmm.
I think Captain Jim might be there.
I'm not
Lady
sure.
Louisa. Not sure, but I think I heard something about they might be there.
Okay.
And then they've got some Renaissance groups that's going to be there, and I think there's going to be a Viking or two there, some vendors.
Yeah.
They seem to have a pretty well like Neverland from the books,
Right.
From Captain Hook and Peter Pan books. They're trying to build this first year they've had it. They're trying to build like a Neverland type atmosphere, so they definitely got to have pirates.
Oh, how can you not?
Now I don't know if they got a Captain Hook or not, but I was going to challenge Brax to cut his hand off and put a hook on.
Brax would make a good Captain Hook.
He would, but then he couldn't
really
turn wrenches
would.
very well.
Now I can help you out if you need somebody without a toe. But I got
Well,
both
tell
hands.
me this: does it make it easier to put your foot in your mouth now that you got your toe?
Oh,
A
Lord.
little bit less space there. Disabled jokes, folks.
I understand.
I'm disabled, so I can do that.
Well, I was at Guitars Etc. on Monday,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was walking
That's
through
where
the
I bought
park.
my
I
mandolin.
was walking through the parking lot, and there was a single flip flop out there, and I thought, well, somebody left me a present. Well,
Might have been Jeff Riddick.
anyways, after Neverland, on May the 30th through June the 1st,
One of my favorite events.
this is huge. This is a biggie, man. Hampton, Virginia.
Yeah.
Well, it's one of the most historical events besides Beaufort Pirate Invasion and Ocracoke that we do. That's where Blackbeard's head went,
Yeah.
and that's where they had the pirate trials for his crew.
I
So, it is an important event for us. We really support Blackbeard's crew, and we have a lot of our friends that also are involved, at Hampton. And we always see a few groups that we don't normally work with, down here in North Carolina as much. But Hampton and Yorktown, we get to see a lot of our friends that live up north. Yeah.
That's awesome, man, and I'm looking forward to that. I know.
That's
Karen-
a 2-day event. They have a ship battle both days. First day is the Blackbeard's trial, I guess, and the Battle of Ocracoke. The second day, last year, Blackbeard seemingly escaped Ocracoke and took Hampton over and arrested the governor and put him in exile. So
Somebody
stay
found
tuned
his
for what might happen this year. But
somebody found his head and kindly put it back on his shoulders.
Yep.
And he
well,
went to
asked me,
Hampton.
he said, "Well, Blackbeard's died every year at Hampton. Maybe one year he ought to win." I'm like, "Well, if he don't win the first day, why can't he win the second day?" So instead of our traditional round robin,
Right.
I was supposed to be blockading the harbor, like I guess Charleston, and it turned into me taking over the harbor, and I had the governor come down. Amanda gave me a little bit of creative liberty, and we made a good show out of it, and they really loved it. And I think we're going to do the same thing again.
You should have been put on that show. What really happened?
What really happened, yeah. or what happened, what could have happened, because what happened if Blackbeard hadn't have got killed after these folks came after him, he found out Governor Spotswood's got a bounty on him. What would Blackbeard do? He'd go up there and he'd collect the bounty himself.
There you go.
And so that's what he did.
All right, Gallant's Channel, one of our favorite places. A bunch of good people there. We got Maritime Day coming on in June. We haven't got the date on that yet.
Yeah, that's to be announced because there's a lot of construction going on. They've actually poured concrete for a huge foundation. Not sure exactly what's going there yet. But if you go down there and you happen to be down in that area and look, if you look at the sign, there's actually a representation of what they're building down there. But there is piles of dirt, mounds and stuff. Yeah, it's going through quite a bit of a change. So next time you guys come to Gallant's Channel, you're going to see a little bit of a different place. But if they do have it, please come out and support it. They also sign folks up for the Friends of the Museum that weekend to help drive the membership to help support the museum.
Hey, we got a bunch of folks up in the mountains watching us right now.
Hey, mountain folks, we love you guys too. Y'all got pirates in the mountains? Y'all need some?
Yeah, we got some folks up in the hillbillies. Anyway, all right, let's go on through. Let's see, we did festival. Let's go through June. We
Coral
did that
Bay Club.
Coral Bay Club. Well, we got the invasion of Coral Bay Club, and I'm looking forward to that because this year we did it last year. Had a ball.
I got to get me a pirate bathing suit. One of them striped ones, that people used to wear.
Oh God!
What do you think, baby?
No, I can't get that visual out of my head. Oh,
You like he's wearing the 20s? Don't get one of them like a one-piece suit. Jump in with a pirate hat on. Hey,
No.
look, we went swimming up in Bald Head. We did Bald Head last year. They always have a little dinner for us, and they got a swimming pool there at the country club.
Right.
A little club they got there. I was in the pool, and my grandson, who was about a year and a half old at the time, had just turned 2 or getting ready to turn 2. My daughter comes up to me with him swimming, and my beard is floating, and my hair is floating around me in the water. He freaked out when he saw that hair in that swimming pool. So I want to get in the pool at Coral Bay and see if these kids freak out.
Oh,
My hair I look like Davy Jones.
I don't know, buddy.
But that one's going to be a lot of fun.
Uh-huh.
Now, is that one just for members, or can other people come?
No, that's members only.
Okay, so you got to go join the Coral Bay Club if you want to come.
Claire's going to be there this time as
As
a
a
mermaid.
mermaid.
Yes, I'm excited about that, and so you won't be the only
Yeah.
one in the
Hey,
pool.
wait a minute. We got another thing where Claire's going to be a mermaid. Remember?
Oh,
What was
that's
that one?
yeah, but that's in the works.
Yeah,
Still
there's-
in the works.
There's one in
Yeah.
the works. So we may
It's
have
for some
mermaids a couple
kids
times.
in the area.
Yeah.
That's
Was it
cool.
Which one was it?
It's a little summer camp for kids.
Yeah.
so we're
Yeah,
gonna
summer
have-
camp for a gymnastic group, I think.
That'll be awesome.
Blackbird's going to go one day, and then Claire and whoever caught her goes the next day.
Evidently, the hillbillies are upset with me. They said we're rednecks.
We're what? We're
They're rednecks.
How
Not,
did they know you come from the mountains?
oh yeah. Coming up, let's see. I tell you what, let's take a 2-minute break, and we'll come back and close this out, and we'll go through some more of the schedule. We'll see what's going on, and I'm telling you right now, I can't get this picture of Captain in a striped bathing suit out of my head. It's gonna hurt.
Here we are, folks. I'm Captain Blackbeard. We're here in Jacksonville at Blackbeard's Triple Play. We're about to invade.
Kinsey has been our waitress all night. She has been awesome.
Look what he did! Look what he did! It's a pirate ship! How you doing? I love it when that happens. People, look at this. I love it. I love it. I shall sing for you now my favorite sea shanty of all sea shanties. Yes. Yes, indeed.
Just sit right back, you'll hear a tale of a fateful trail that started from this tropic port aboard this tiny ship. The mate was a mighty sailing man, the skipper brave and sure. Like passengers set sail that day for a 3-hour tour. The weather started getting rough, the tiny ship was tossed. If not for the courage of the fearless crew, the minnow would be lost. The minnow would be lost. The ship set ground on the shore of this uncharted desert isle, with Gilligan, the skipper too, a millionaire, and his wife, the movie star, the professor, and Mary Ann, here on Gilligan's Isle.
It's a tearjerker, it is.
Hey, have you ever seen? Do you know who Puddle's Pity Party is?
No.
This is a guy who dresses up like a clown. He was on America's Got Talent. His name
Yeah.
is Mike something, but he was a Vegas singer for years, and he does this. He dressed up like a clown with a little hat on. He was on America's Got Talent. He actually did very well. But Puddle's Pity Party, y'all check it out sometime. But he does. You know what a smash up is, right?
Right.
He puts that one and
Stairway to Heaven together.
Stairway to Heaven
Oh.
together because the syncopy is right.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I've done
it's
a
yeah,
bunch of those,
It's
That's
man.
pretty
fun.
cool. It just made me think of it when you started playing.
Well, that was, you know why I did that? He sent me a list one day of songs, of shanties.
Yeah.
I didn't know any of them.
Really?
I looked at that list and said, what the hell? I don't know any of these.
But you knew Gilligan's Island.
I knew Gilligan's Island. So I said, I'm going to do Gilligan's Island.
There you go.
Yeah. But I'm learning them, Captain. I'm learning them. And, yeah. And this,
I'm trying.
well, I know. I'm going to be in the studio doing the soundtrack for Skull and Bones.
Oh, cool.
And you're going to have to come in and do that one. So.
Yeah, I might have to try to. I got to learn that too. I want to see if I can't do a little mandolin on it.
Yeah. We'll get you in
I'm
on
still
that.
slow, but I'm learning.
Well, it takes a hot minute for
I
crying
can
out
hear it
loud.
in my head. I can pick it out, but yeah.
I got to take my piano, man. And as far as
Back to the list.
yeah, we got 7 minutes left here, and we ain't gonna make it through this list. But we got the Commodore's Cruise, coming up in July, along the 4th of July parade in Beaufort.
On the 4th.
And then the Commodores. Tell me about that. The Commodores. Cruise.
Commodore's Cruise is a Sea Scout adventure that we go on every year. We're the mascot ship they have this year. We're going to have 10 ships or sailboats on this trip.
Right.
They're all sailing vessels. The kids get to earn their big boat sailing, which is anything over 30 feet. So they get a little certificate for the trip. They learn how to sail a bigger boat. It's very hands-on for them. This year we're going to be visiting up around in the Hatteras area, and we're going to be going to the Lost Colony.
Well, how are you going to do that? It's lost.
Well, we're going to see
How are you going to do it?
We're going to find it.
You're going to find
We're
it.
going to go where the Lost Colony were.
Used to be.
Used to be. And
Uh-huh.
we're going to watch the dramatization they have there, the play. They have
Right.
a play every year.
Right.
They've been doing it since, I don't know, forever.
Back when Andy Griffith
Andy
was just a
Griffith
little
used to do
youngin'.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how he became an actor.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been to it since I was a kid, but I remember it was one of the most incredible theater experiences I've ever had in my life because it's outdoor theater. Really great experience. I encourage people to try to go see it.
And to
But,
this day, the mystery still, because I see specials all the time
Yeah,
on
yeah,
Discovery and whatnot. What happened
They
to
just
the-
went to Hatteras.
It's
Yeah.
fascinating.
Yeah, you meet some of the people like the midgets and some other people who are clearly mixed with Indian and
And
Caucasian.
that was the last thing I
And,
heard is that they think that they
yeah, they
actually
just went
incorporated into an Indian tribe.
Yeah, they went south.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see. See, I pay attention.
Some of them were thought
I
to
know
go up
stuff.
in the Neuse River, all through the Pamlico Sound. They escaped south.
I'm sure
Some may
there
have even
are a
been down
lot
to
of
Carteret County.
descendants and they
Yeah.
don't know they're descendants.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
But
Wow.
there's some that's done the
So-
DNA test because they got
That's
a DNA
interesting.
project going on about that. But that's one of the interesting things we're doing with the kids. It'll be our second Scout adventure this year that we're doing. Well, third one really. Third
Yeah.
one. We already did one with
You've
local
already,
Scouts.
we've done one, yeah.
August the 1st through the 3rd, Bald Head Island.
Now
Fire
that
Invasion.
is a.
That's
that
way
is-
down there, man.
If you've never been to Bald Head Island,
It's a great event.
yes, and
But
it
the island
is.
itself is a great adventure.
That's what I'm talking about. I mean, it is. That was. I had a blast
It's
when I
beautiful. It's a
But you
beautiful
can't take
place.
your car. You got to drive around the golf carts or bicycle.
I'm gonna have to get my own
It's
golf
a big
cart.
island. It's
Yeah.
a big island.
It is.
But we have a great time every year.
Great shopping.
And
I
Sandy
surprised
Cadies
me.
Is our, her
Yeah.
and Mr. David Fleming, they are our host. And
David
they
Fleming,
put on
what a
great
guy.
little event. They're
He's
great
the
guys.
reason. He's the reason I got that
Blunderbuss.
that blunderbuss
Yeah,
right
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Cause he let me shoot his out on the beach that day.
Right, right.
I said, "Oh, I gotta have me one of them."
Well, he's an expert, so he would know.
He is, and he not only does pirates, which he does pirate as good as anybody.
He's a cowboy too.
He's a cowboy, and he is also Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Well, I was getting ready to
He-
say, if
and
you
he
hadn't
does
seen him in Dr.
steampunk.
Jekyll yet,
Yeah.
I mean, Mr.
He
Hyde
does steampunk
especially.
as well.
yeah, he's an amazing guy.
October the 10th and the 12th, we got the Pirates of the High Seas and Renaissance Fest in Panama City Beach, Florida.
Yes.
This will be our third or fourth year?
Third, I think.
Third year, I think, going down for that. No, this will be our fourth year.
Fourth year.
Yeah.
Fourth
Third,
year going down
fourth.
for this event.
I met some of them when they
got some
came up
good
to the
friends.
Beaufort.
Yes,
Yeah.
I met some of them there. Yeah.
One of our
Really
friends,
good
Del
folks.
McCrae, he's one of the organizers. He's going through some problems with his eyes right now. Reach out. Hey, Del, if you're out there. I know you can't see us, haha, but I know you can hear us. We love you.
Wink at us.
Always thinking about you.
But we do need to lift Dale and Michelle,
Yep.
his
Up in her
lovely wife. We need to lift
he,
him
has
up.
got some detached
'cause
retina, something
they-
going
they're
on.
Oh, that's
going through
not
a lot.
He's almost blind, and so it's good to have him in our thoughts and our prayers.
Oh,
too.
absolutely. Put him
But
right
it's
on
a
our
great
prayer
little
list.
event. If you're down in the Florida area, come out for that one. That's a good event in Florida.
There's another event that goes on, and it just happened, but it's our buddies down there at piratefashion.com. It begins with a G. What is it called?
Gilligan's Island.
Gasparilla. The pirate Gasparilla.
Yeah.
I just
They
learned
have
about
a huge
him.
parade. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were supposed to be
It's
in
like
it one
4
year, but we
miles.
couldn't make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy smoke. We need. I'm gonna get with those guys
Might
and get
be
them on the
longer.
show.
Well, we were going to go to Gasparilla one year for the Pirate Fest, but they had
Yes.
a hurricane and it got wiped out. Gasparilla got wiped out, so we didn't make
Yeah.
it.
All right, within John Lawson Legacy Days in Grifton. Tell me about it.
Yep, John Lawson Legacy Days. That's in Grifton. That's put on by the Grifton Museum. Is it the school museum?
No, it's
It's just the
community.
Grifton Museum. It's their little natural or their history museum. It's a small event. It's usually 200 to 500 people that attend. We're trying to make it grow. We're going to have some more pirates there this year. They have Civil War reenactors there as well, representing both sides.
Right.
They have Indians sometimes. Last year we were supposed to have a big Indian troop come in, but something didn't work out. But they have a few people there representing Indian weaving and that kind of stuff, some crafts and other stuff. And they feed you. They put on a meal for the community. Everybody's welcome to come out and be a part of it.
Well, on Halloween night,
31st.
it's your day. It's your day.
31st of October. It'd be cool when the 31st is on Saturday. That way I get my head cut off on
Yep.
Halloween.
Ocracoke.
But
Now
yeah.
that's I mean,
Ocracoke, I get my head cut off again. That happens about 3 times a year. Last year it was only twice. But I get my head cut off at Ocracoke as Blackbeard. And it's one of my favorite events. I love Hampton, I love Beaufort, but I do love Ocracoke.
well, Ocracoke is Blackbeard. I mean, that's home.
I half grew up in Ocracoke when I was a kid. I had some
Yeah.
really good friends over there I used to stay with quite often, right there on Silver Lake behind the lighthouse. The Fulchers and the I can't remember the other name family, but anyway. But Ocracoke always has held a special place because one, ever since I was this big, I've been pirate crazy and Blackbeard fan, and you know all the stories about Blackbeard lead to Ocracoke. That
Right.
was had for him some special connection, whether he was from England, Jamaica,
Wherever.
Pamlico County.
He wanted. He
some
liked.
reason
he liked
Ocracoke
Ocracoke.
held a special place for Edward Teach. He had good friends there, and he loved our figs, I guess. And had a great watering hole.
Yeah.
So it became a favorite friend of mine, a place of mine to go fishing. It's a great port. 30 years of commercial fishing. I can't tell you how many times I've spent winter and summer, tucked up in Ocracoke's little harbor, safe from the storms.
Right.
And so Ocracoke's a very beloved, and we got involved in Ocracoke through Blackbeard's crew, and then after a few years, after some issues, we ended up becoming the main pirate crew, and we brought some other crews in, Leviathan crew and Alex Foster's crew and Sword Circle, and we brought back a remnant of Blackbeard's crew last year, and they'll be with us again this year. So
That's awesome.
Ocracoke's a great little event. If you can get there, it's a little bit of a challenge, but if you're dedicated and you love piracy and you love pirates and you love history, you'll make the trip.
And then the big one of
What
all
would that
big
be?
ones.
Oh, Beaufort Pirate Invasion.
Yes, the big one.
Right now, our anticipated dates are November 14th and 15th. That's Friday afternoon, Friday evening, and Saturday only this year. We're kind of downsizing a little bit due to
Location.
construction, finances. We have to raise the money to do this thing. The town does not put this on. We go through a permit process through the town, and upon completion of the process and approval from the town board and the commissioners, we get a permit to put on the event downtown. So right now it's our projected date. Hopefully that will not change. And I have confidence that everything will go smooth. And we're looking forward to having a big event.
Everybody likes, the fact that we were downtown, but they don't realize the challenge
Challenge
of
is
downtown
just space.
others than
Yep.
putting
When
it
you
on.
put a lot of people downtown, it chokes downtown off. It's hard to get down there.
Mm-hmm.
We do love having, our main event there especially.
Mm-hmm.
But we probably will at some point try to go to Gallows Channel to have a main event,
Right.
and part of it will still be downtown.
You can control access a whole lot
yes,
easier.
yes.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of things you can do
Well, when
there.
you put the festival part on it, and vendors and other stuff that make it interesting to be here, not just the piracy part, but the fun part of coming to
Right.
a festival, you need space. And,
Yeah.
and Gallows Channel is a very well suited place for that. We have the music festival out there. We have the Hunger Games, I call them.
They have also
the
have the
Highland Games.
Scottish games, the Highland games.
The Highland Games are held out there. Beaufort Food and Wine's held out there. Most of our major events in Beaufort now are held at Gallows Channel, or they will be once Gallows Channel is completed.
Right.
So to bring a fuller, event, more experience, we do need the space. But we will continue. If
As
we
much
ever
as
do
I-
that,
doing the
we'll continue
invasion-
to still have part of it
It's-
downtown.
Yes,
it's-
absolutely. I don't ever foresee not having something.
It's
Yeah,
more
downtown.
Original
it's
event,
more
yeah.
economical, because I think a lot of people don't realize that to put on the Beaufort Pirate Invasion, the Cannon Crew, we're nonprofit. So all these other events that we receive payment for, that's what we
Used to pay for
pay
our
the
parade.
cruise.
And with some local
And
donation
we
from some of
also
our sponsors.
have to pay
Yeah.
the city fees to have it downtown.
And that's how he got me all sucked into this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said, "Hey, can you?" And I said, "Yeah, man, be happy to."
Yeah, yeah.
And that, 3 years ago, and here I go.
One thing leads to another.
I
bro.
tell you, and oh, my wife, oh lordy, we went through some of our spending records.
Yep.
That was not pretty. She says, "When did you get this? And where did this come from?" For a while, I could get away with just, like, if I got a new sword or
Yeah.
something, like, I could lay it on the bed with the other swords. She'd
She
never
wouldn't
see
notice.
it. She wouldn't notice.
Yeah, I have to like sneak stuff like that too.
It doesn't work for you.
No.
No.
All right, gang. Well, that's going to wrap it up for us this week. I enjoyed, of all the shows we've done, I've enjoyed this one.
Well, it's been nice and comfortable conversation,
kinda.
and that's
Not to
I think
mention,
what our intent was in the first place, wasn't it?
yeah, by the way, if you come and be on the show, you could possibly be
I can hear
going
him.
to dinner. Because tonight we got we got we got
What are you whispering about?
we got some beef stew.
They
We got
might
some
be
beef.
invited to dinner.
Yeah, we got dinner. That's right. So, gang,
That's the only way you can get me here to eat is to feed me.
all right, here we go. We got on our prayer list. We got from Florida who?
Dale and
Dale
Michelle
McCrae,
McCrae.
Okay, my brother Kenny.
Kenny.
Want to keep him in your prayers.
Let's keep Russ on there too. He's,
Russ and
he's
Yeah,
still
Russ.
going through some stuff.
Russ was great, man. He wished me a happy birthday the other day. It was great, man.
Let's think about Captain Sinbad too. He's going through. He's 83 years old.
Oh my.
And he's tough, but he is going through some things, and let's keep him on prayer list.
we
and
need to
he'll be
get
there.
him. We need to get him. We need to set him up on a Zoom
Yeah.
call. Get him on here.
Well, I've got 3 events. I rely on him for this year, and I hope he's there for it. And even if he's not, just I want good health for him because he keeps me going.
He's awesome, buddy. All right, gang. We will see you next Tuesday, right here. Begins at 5 p.m. and we're gonna have a lot more stuff coming up. We're gonna start getting some more music people in here. I was talking to Barefoot Wade 2 days ago. He wants to come and be on the show. I told him, buddy, yes, absolutely.
Pirate musician, Barefoot Wade.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd like to get the Tones on here, and of course, the Pirates of Taylor's Creek. We're gonna get this video done of the Pirate Bump, and you guys are gonna love it. And we will be back next Tuesday at 5 p.m.